Hey, do your garage floors suck? Because mine sure do. As a matter of fact, my whole garage kind of sucks, right? But I'm gonna fix that. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Do It With Multiple Sclerosis here, and I'm slithering my way back onto your timeline. I know you got TikTok rot brain, and your attention span is literally like 6 seconds, so let's try to make it through this intro together, all right? This is my house. We used to rent it, but then we bought it. And now we can do whatever we want with it. And I want a cool garage with cool garage flooring. Now, I absolutely did not want to go the epoxy route again. My shop's epoxy floors have been a costly disaster. If you want to hear my experiences and opinions on it, you can check this video out. So I started looking for alternatives and I came across Swisstrax. Swisstrax is a modular interlocking plastic floor. It's cost effective, it's customizable, and it's tough. They're also local to me out here in Georgia. You know, I always got to represent local businesses. So I reached out to Zach, their marketing manager, and asked if I could pick up my order in person and maybe check out their production, yeah? And they were stoked to give me a tour of their facilities and show me how their many floor options are made. So come with me and we'll check out and see how these floors are made. Let's go. Oh, also, you can get this from perfectplasma.co. I make these custom signs. This is an Apache. This is a customer sign. I need to send this.
Yeah, so I'm Zach.
Pleasure to meet you, Zach. Even though you and I have been talking a good bit, you're taller in person.
Yeah, I'm the brand manager here at Swisstrax, and you know, we work with a lot of content creators and influencers, and we just, you know, love to help people grow their brands. Anytime we can collaborate and it's beneficial for both, that's what I do. So,
and then this is the entire, that's it? Like that'll fit.
Floor.
Dang,
yeah, man,
I could have probably fit this in the Corvette. I don't know why I brought the truck.
yeah, no, I wasn't sure how much space you had, but yeah, this is your floor. The colors that you wanted, everything like that.
Thanks for the help, man. So we design the floors ourselves. Like, obviously you guys do anything, right? Like, you can go on their website. They have a really cool website. You can customize the size of your garage. I measured mine and then input into the system, and then you can choose individual tile colors. It's a really cool system. You guys got to check it out. Then they basically take that and they translate it to squares, right?
Correct.
Been very helpful with me getting mine set up. So this is a custom one. I'm really excited about this.
I can't take all the credit. I mean, we've got a whole in-house team here that helps with design, and especially if there's something custom or you want to do something cool, we take the time to look at your space and really analyze it and put it together and make sure you have the right size to help our clients get exactly what color and design that they want. So,
heck yeah, man.
Yeah.
Is this all y'all's warehouse?
Yeah, so we actually have a couple of brands in here. Our VersaCourt brand down there, so like modular basketball courts and things like that.
Oh yeah, I've seen those.
It's essentially the same concept as the floor, but
it's more like sports.
But for sports, we got different tiles and things. As you know, man, like pickleball is huge right now.
Yeah,
so,
it's blowing up.
We've got a ton of pickleball courts being built back there, basketball courts, you name it. We make it all right here, which I'm excited to show you that too, because everything that we make is made right here in the United States.
Are these y'all have some CNC machines? Is that what's going on?
If you want to go take a look.
Yeah, do we got time?
We got plenty of time.
I feel like I'm so sorry it took me so long to get here, man. Traffic was awful.
Let me take you over here real quick.
Are they molded?
So they're molded, and I'll show you exactly where it starts and then what it ultimately ends up becoming. It's pretty incredible. Everything's made right here in Georgia.
That gantry system is insane.
Yeah, I mean.
Wow. You gotta let me get a photo of that truck, like kind of like cocked at an angle in here with all the stuff in the back, so I can make an Instagram post.
Yeah.
People be like, wow, that's so cool.
Like this may be where you want to pull your truck, baby, because
actually, if you'll let me, this would be perfect. And you said you can do like custom logos and graphics and all this other stuff?
Yeah, any kind of logo you want. We can do it in a vinyl inlay in the floor, or we can have it cut with a laser in any design colors that you want. So if you get your floor down and you're looking at it and you're like, oh, it's just missing something, like a little personal touch, just send us your logo. We can put it in there.
I guess we could go ahead and load this up.
Sure, yeah.
All right, I want to get a cool photo, but I can't leave tire marks. So we gotta be careful. I don't want to damage their warehouse. All right, we got the photo, and we didn't leave any scuff marks. Everyone here's so nice. A little tight, not that tight. I've been talking to these guys for a little bit. I would say like just a very good core value company. All right, we got everything loaded up. Here we have tons of boxes. They're all just floor tiles. Like, you guys saw all the cool stuff. So I'm gonna get these things home, and then I gotta go see my parents next week. So when the video, it'll be seamless. But I'm gonna turn all of these into the floor of my garage. All right, we're going to take a quick break here and talk about today's sponsor, which is Fume. Listen, we all have bad habits that we want to kick, right? I'm not here to judge you, I would never do that. But quitting a bad habit doesn't mean you gotta stop cold turkey, all right? It might be good on sandwiches, not for this. And that's why today's sponsor, which is Fume, looks at problems in a slightly different way. Not everything in a bad habit is wrong, per se. So instead of like a drastic, hardcore, uncomfortable change, why don't you just take the bad out of the habit? And Fume is an innovative, award-winning flavored air device that does just that. Ooh, really kind of satisfies that like autism in me. No electronics, no vapor, and no harmful chemicals. Just all natural and delicious flavor. Fume is something that you can use to replace the bad in the bad habits. So you can just enjoy your habits in a guilt-free way. Comes with an adjustable airflow dial and is designed with movable parts and magnets for fidgeting. And it really does give your fingers a lot to do and to play with. Ooh. Ooh. Which makes it really helpful for de-stressing and fidgeting. Okay, I wanted to change flavors anyway. Also, they just released this new base that came out in January. Whoa. Oh, yeah. Kind of like a fidget spinner that you breathe into. Honestly, didn't know what to expect when I got this, and I'm very surprised. The vanilla, the flavor, the palate. Tastes good, I gotta say. Now, stopping something is something that we all put off, right? Because it sucks. But this makes it easy. And Fume has served over 150,000 customers with a lot of success stories. You could be that. That could be you. That could be you. Head to tryfume.com/doitwithdan, or you can scan the QR code right here, and you can use coupon code DOITWITHDAN, and you can get 10% off your journey pack, so you can start today. That's tryfum.com, DOITWithDan, and use coupon code DOITWithDan, and you'll save an additional 10% off your order today. Thank you, Fume, very much for sponsoring today's video and helping my guys out. Let's get back to the video. So, this is our garage. Pretty basic, nothing special, and honestly pretty dirty. Before we purchased the house, it was just a place for us to store cars and bikes and stuff. But now it's time to make it not that.
Ugh. This is just rough.
Laura and I started out by cleaning the walls of cobwebs and removing the Chinese special LEDs on the ceiling. Then it was time to start painting. We thought it would be best to start at the top and work our way down. So we started with painting the ceiling black. We're using Behr premium paint, and the color is limousine leather black in a flat finish. They claim this is a one-coat color, but honestly, doing a white ceiling in black in one coat wasn't happening. I also did the edges by hand with the brush. It was not exactly easy, but absolutely worth the effort. All right, day one done. Roof be black. Lines are a little rough. There's a couple spots that need some touching ups, some sandings, but overall, very well desired look. I've got lights coming in here very soon. If you're thinking about painting your garage, fucking don't. Just don't. Or pay someone. Fuck. All right, so finished up the first coat yesterday and it came out really good. There is a couple of spots where it's just a little bit too thin, like along this line here. So what I'm gonna do while Laura's at jiu-jitsu, I'm gonna go ahead and try to apply a second coat. It doesn't have to be nearly as in-depth as the first one. The first one really got a lot of the white out of the way. There just are some spots that I would like to double down on. Since it's black, it applies different. So I went ahead and started applying a second coat. We're gonna knock out the second coat and then we're gonna do the walls. Now it's time to start on the walls. We used a color called shark fin gray or something like that. I honestly can't remember. But the goal here was to get as close to the ceiling as possible without touching it. I will do the edges with the brush, as per the internet's request. Apparently it's easier or something, I guess we'll see. I did end up taping the baseboards, but I could have definitely done a better job. All right, so it is day 2. We got all the walls pretty much painted. The only thing left to do is to do the trimming. It just got late. Taking a lot of time with us, like we have to keep moving all this shit around, right? Like we have to move everything in here around. But here's the one thing that's been killing me. You guys bullied me into not taping off the ceiling. When we painted, I'm not a painter, this is my first time like painting really any big room. I've never owned a home, but you guys bullied me into not taping my ceiling. You guys said, no, there's a trick to doing it by hand. That's the way you gotta do it, right? That's what the professionals do. Just learn how to do it. Just be better. You gaslit me into thinking that it was the way to go. And I'll be honest, doing it with the ceilings, I wish I had not given so much of a damn about it because it didn't matter. Once I started edging, you guys were right. You bullied me into being right. But once I started edging, once I started doing the edges from the wall side of things, I was like, oh, okay, this is what they meant. Because look how this turned out. It's dim, but this turned out fantastic. I'm very happy with those lines. And the second coat on the ceiling really does it justice. I'm very happy. I think the black ceiling looks cool. And while it is a lot of work, I think it's ultimately, it will be worth it. Well, there's no way we're getting to that third bay in this video. I did that thing where I am delusional and I'm like, oh yeah, we'll do it. Dude, I gotta get better at that. I'm the most delusional individual that I know. Tomorrow, we'll finish up the edges real quick, probably take an hour or so to do all that. And then it is Swisstrax time to put the flooring in, which I am like super duper excited about. I'm also excited to have the cars parked back in the garage. They've been parked outside for 2 nights. And my car isn't like subtle, so everybody that walks by is like, what is that? One thing I'll say, if you've ever thought about painting your ceilings black in your garage, fucking don't. Pay somebody to do it. That shit sucked. 2 coats of black paint on a ceiling, that sucks. I will say Laura was on the ladder. I thought for sure that would be the easier way. I was down here with the pole. I was like, that's probably the more suck way. It is the other way around. Doing it the pole method beats the dog shit out of doing it with a ladder. So yeah, the pole was worth the investment. I ended up getting 2. One of these Go Gadget extendo poles, right? And this was pretty all right. It's a little flimsy, but not bad. Anyways, we'll see you tomorrow. Could have done a better tape job. Since everyone bullied me into doing the wall to ceiling edges by hand, I will be the first to admit that this was the way, alright? Are you happy? It definitely saved time from taping, and the brush does do its own thing, so it's actually pretty easy to do by hand. It just took a lot of concentration and effort to get the technique down. But once I did, it was clearly the superior way. I guess thanks for bullying me on this one, whatever. Alright. The tape is peeled, the ceiling's trimmed, and the paint is probably almost dry. The ceiling turned out really good. It was a lot of effort. I'm glad I did it, for sure. It was just a shit ton of effort. And you know, I was really worried about going with the gray and it being like too basic. Honestly, it's cool. It's cool. Originally I was looking at doing something like pretty funky and crazy, and I'm glad I didn't go that road. And you know, we just kind of did what we could over here. I'm not moving my hot water heater, but pretty much from most angles you can't see it, so very happy with that. And now it's time to get to the meat and potatoes, which is the Swisstrax, right? Everybody says it's pretty simple and easy, so the way it works, it's just these big square panels that lay down. Here's some gray ones that I have already looked at. They just kind of lock in place like Legos here. And I gave them the measurements of my garage, told them it was accurate to within an inch, you know, give or take. They did it all in the computer and they made it, so I might have to cut some panels, I don't really know, but they've assured me that this is within reason, super easy. So we're about to get started. I'm hoping that there's some instructions to kind of help me get started here. These are the edges. Maybe there's like a, you know what? I have the design on my phone I can pull up. Now it's finally time to install these floors. This was the easiest part of the whole garage. The pieces just interlocked together like Legos, so we started at the back corner of the garage and followed our design tile by tile. Now unfortunately we did install them backwards because we didn't watch their instructional video. Thankfully, since they make such a good product, it was an easy fix. But if you're installing your own, you should absolutely make sure to watch their install video. This would have definitely saved us a few minutes. This was crazy easy. Now there are some spots in our garage that are gonna require trimming to fit around the edges and corners. So I'm gonna do some cutting. And while these tiles are tough and will last for an extremely long time, they're really easy to cut and shape for your own needs. All right, I like that. I like that a lot. So it looks amazing, looks great, right? Imagine our horror when we find out literally on the last panel that we've done it backwards. The loop system, I just assumed I don't know, man. I goofed up. You see these nubbies? Yeah, the edge pieces don't match up with those nubbies. So we did the floors backwards. Yeah, big uh-ohs. But big brain had a big idea. My brain said, what's up, fellas? We're just gonna separate the floor into 2 pieces and then flip it. Yeah. I'm not gonna pretend like this wasn't a 1000 IQ fix right here. If anything, I think it speaks volumes about the ease of install for the product, because even after we installed the flooring, we were able to flip it in less than 10 minutes and have a perfect floor again. Pretty dope design, if I do say so myself. Walking the line.
It's very true.
You're walking a fine line. All right, that is that. It looks so freaking good. Now, we still have to do some trimming here. This isn't big enough, but all you gotta do is chop them, but I gotta get my tool. Tomorrow, I got my buddy coming over and doing the lights with me, so that should be tomorrow. But man, install was super simple, super clean, and if you find out that you installed them backwards like we did, just do what I did and flip them. We make a pretty good team. But now it's late, we gotta move all this stuff back inside. Whew. Oh man, hell yeah. That fits in here, man. Does that not look right at home? All right, so I've got my buddy coming over to do the lighting with me here in a little bit. But while I wait on him, I've got some good stuff from my good people over at ProLift. They actually sent me a bunch of stuff. Some of this is for a giveaway. I'll be giving away a jack, some jack stands in the next video with the garage. Everybody needs a jack, right? Everybody needs some jack stands. I think everybody will appreciate that. But they've sent me out some shelving and a rolling stool. They got some more shelving coming for the other bay. The other bay is gonna be its own video, not this video. The third bay. But I think we'll go ahead and put this shelf together. And lastly, my friend Mike, who owns Georgia LEDs, came over and showed me some really cool options for my dream garage setup. We both agreed that these LED strips that can do all kinds of color changing and patterns were the way to go. And in the next video, we will be installing the lighting and finishing the third bay. This is gonna be a dope video and you're not gonna wanna miss it. And there you have it. Everything is finished for the main bay. I took all of these squares here to my shop and used my table saw and cut them in half so that they would fit along this wall, and they do. Super easy to cut, really nice finish. And then we'll lead this into here and we'll tackle this in the next video. The shelving from ProLift came out amazing. Talk about coming in clutch. That's perfect right there. It's got all the crap that we need, some of the paint stuff, the car cleaning stuff, and just some miscellaneous stuff that we have lying around the garage, like air pumps, tools, etc., waxes, polishes, all that stuff. This is great. Thank you, ProLift, for that. That is very nice. As always, got to keep the HeatWave rug. I think the finish came out so good. And then this is what we have left for the third bay for the Swisstrax. A lot of this will get cleaned up, moved, thrown away, put over to the other side, taken to the shop, etc. But I think, man, this has just turned out so nice. Just so happy with the way everything's turned out. The floor is so nice. I'm so glad that I did not go the epoxy route or try to repaint the floors like they were before. They look like ass. Also, look at these nice fitted corners. Got the lips on here.
Nice fitting on everything. What do you guys think about the baseboard? Do you think we ought to paint those black too? Blending those in with the black walls might look really good, or do you think that the white looks good? Because I was thinking about doing black all the way along the baseboards, up over the door frame, you know, etc. And maybe even painting the door, like a red, a blue, I don't know.
But as always, thanks for watching, and thanks for Swisstrax for making these amazing floors. It was cool coming out and meeting everybody and seeing the whole operation. Hope you all enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next one. Oh yeah, make sure to go check out the gaming channel. We're bringing it back. It's in the description. Hooligans Playground. Yeah, okay.